Good morning students. Let us move ahead with the lesson number 1, solid state, 12th class chemistry. Today I am here to teach you about packing efficiency. So we know that in whatever way the constituent particles are packed, we see that always there are some free space left in the form of the voids. In the last video we have talked about two different types of voids, namely tetrahedral void and the octahedral voids. So always there is some free space. Those solids have constituent particles in them packed. Now, what is packing efficiency in context to this discussion? So let me tell you that packing efficiency is nothing but, you can say packing efficiency is the percentage of total space filled by the particles. Okay, so let us try to find out the packing efficiencies now for the different structures. So first one which we will be discussing is the packing efficiency in HCP and CCP structures. So you are knowing that in HCP and CCP, that is cubic close packing and hexagonal close packing, you will see that both the types of close packing are equally efficient. So let me draw the structure for you and show you how you can calculate the packing efficiency. So you see that you have a cube to be taken into consideration. So I am here with that cube. You can just have a look and draw simultaneously in your notebook for practice. See, this is a cube, and as we are talking about CCP, that is nothing but FCC, face centered cubic lattice. Let me name this as A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Okay. Now for face centered or CCP, you will see that atoms are there at 8 corners, and apart from that they are also there at the center of the face. Now for convenience here students, I am just taking these atoms, not all atoms I will be showing you because we need to calculate. So let us take these two atoms, and apart from that, this is the atom which is there at the center of the face. Okay, so these are at the corner ones, and this is at the center of the face. Now we know that the edge length of this particular cube is same everywhere because it is a cube, and let us take that as A for our convenience. So everywhere it would be, edge length would be A, and you can see that this ABCD is one of the faces of the cube. So AC definitely would be the diagonal of that particular face, where this would be the center of your central atom which is placed at the face. Let me name this AC as B. Let me name this AC as B. Okay. So let us study now to calculate. Now here in your triangle ABC, you can see I am taking this ABC. You will see that your AB is A, that is edge length. Even your BC would be A, the edge length. Okay. So this AC definitely forms a hypotenuse. So according to the formula, AC square, which will be equal to AB square plus, you can see it is BC square. Now AB square I told you is A square plus A square. So obviously you will have 2A square. Now what is AC I told you? B. So let me take this as B square. So finally what am I to get for B? This would be root 2A. Okay. Now if R is the radius, of the sphere, then we can find out that. Now what do I mean by saying radius? See, this is the radius. This part is the radius. This part is the radius of this atom. And here at the center atom, this is the diameter. Okay. So this part is radius and this part is radius. So overall, what do you think would be your AC or B? This is R plus R plus R plus R. So you have 4R. And so here we can write like your B would be equal to your 4R. Now what is B you have found out here? Up. So here this can be written as root 2A, or otherwise A can be written as 4R by root 2, or like 2 root 2 R. Okay students, or we can write otherwise also R is nothing by A 2 root 2 A divided by 2 root 2. You need to remember this because in certain numericals also this is asked, students. Okay, so till here you have found out your radius. Now let us move ahead in this context itself to know the each unit cell which you are right now taking will have what volume. You know that one sphere is having volume which is like a ball according to mathematics as 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, in your this structure which I have shown you, this is nothing but your CCP structure or FCC. So definitely it will have total number of spheres as 4. Okay, and this has been taught to you in your earlier classes. Total spheres or total atoms will be equal to 4 in this particular each unit cell of CCP structure. So therefore total volume obviously for 4 spheres will be equal to 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, and volume of the unit cell here, volume of unit cell. Now you know volume of any of the cube, if you are taking the edges as A, then would be A cube. So here you have already taken the edge lengths as A. So volume of unit cell would be your A cube. Or what you have found out A recently here above, A is nothing but 2 root 2 R. So you can otherwise write A cube or 2 root 2 R cube. This is your total volume of the 4 spheres and this is volume of the unit cell. You must be thinking why I am doing all this. Madam has started with packing efficiency. But students, this is required because see, the formula for packing efficiency is nothing but PE I am mentioning is it for packing efficiency. It is nothing but volume of 4 spheres here. 4 spheres in the unit cell divided by the total volume of unit cell into 100. So this is the formula for your packing efficiency in case of HCP or CCP structures. Because I have written here 4. I have written here 4, which is very important. You need to take care of that. Had it been some other structure like BCC, this would have been 2. Or had it been a simple cube, this place instead of 4, it would have been 1. So now just we need to put over these particular values. We just now found out value of 4 spheres as 4 into 4 divided by 3 pi r cube divided by volume of unit cell, that is 2 root 2 r cube into 100. So you can see it is 4 4s are 16 by 3 pi r cube. You will have 2 root 2 and cube. So 2 2s are 4 2s are 8 and 8 2s are 16 root 2 r cube into 100. And if you calculate, then this percentage comes out to be 74%. So the packing efficiency in this case of CCP structures and FCC structures is nothing but 74%. Students, in the similar manner, we need to find out the packing efficiency of body-centered cubic structure and also of your simple cubic structures. I hope you have understood this. particular part, how to calculate your packing efficiency. I would continue the rest in my next video. Enjoy this, learn, it is an important part of the chapter, useful to you in solving certain numericals also. Okay, so thank you all, have a nice day.